Joining me now, Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett of the U.S. Virgin Islands and a former impeachment manager in Donald Trump's second impeachment trial. Congresswoman, so happy to have you. I know you just celebrated a birthday last week on Thursday, so happy belated birthday to you. And thanks for joining me this morning. I want to hop right into it because you were an impeachment manager. I'm curious, after you heard your fellow congressman literally tell us, don't believe your lying eyes, do you think that some of your colleagues played a role intentionally or unintentionally in this insurrection?
Well, I think that's one of the things that the commission is going to be able to tell us. I'm sure that many of us are suspect about some of the intentions and, even passively allowing what happened on January 6th to happen. And the commission will be able to work with federal investigators to find that out. What's even more troubling are those members who are at this point gaslighting what happened on January 6th and maybe in some ways developing a scenario that gives comfort to the enemy. Those individuals who attempted to execute a coup d'etat against our government and may be able to foment a second January 6th from happening.
Now, I know that there are no current sitting members of Congress on the commission. That was part of the deal. However, I'm curious, should the commission reach out to you and have some sort of communication with sitting members of Congress and ask your opinion? Who are some people that we should subpoena? Who would you recommend?
I'll leave that to the commission and leave that to the federal investigators. Of course, all of us are interested in finding out the president's state of mind during that time. And those individuals who had conversations, who may have spoken with the president during the insurrection, are individuals that I'd like to hear from. We've heard from those members not only of the House of Representatives, but also from the Senate, who the president and his flunkies, Giuliani and others, made phone calls to at the time that the insurrection was taking place. And of course, you have individuals like my colleague Mo Brooks, who was right there, in the midst of the rally, encouraging people to storm the Capitol. And so I'd like to hear from individuals like himself, what was his state of mind, and those members of both the House and the Senate who had conversations with the president on that day.
Yeah, I want to have you take a listen to some sound from Liz Cheney, because she warned about what the party was doing by basically stealing her leadership from her. Take a listen.
We face a threat America has never seen before. A former president who provoked a violent attack on this Capitol in an effort to steal the election has resumed his aggressive effort to convince Americans that the election was stolen from him. He risks inciting further violence. Millions of Americans have been misled by the former president.
She clearly says we risk inciting further violence with the latest moves by the GOP. Just this week, your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, confronted AOC in the halls of Congress, has harassed her for years. I'm just curious your thoughts on the escalated tension on Capitol Hill. Do you feel comfortable and safe working on Capitol Hill? And are you concerned about about the increased temperature, quite frankly, that we're seeing just not even working there?
Well, I have confidence in the Capitol police officers and in leadership in making sure that we have security. They're constantly reevaluating that. And as we saw the efforts of police officers on the date of January 6th to protect the members and staff that were there on the Capitol, as well as protect our democracy, that does give me comfort. I believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene may be crazy, but she's not stupid. And she knows who and who not to approach on the House floor, other places in Congress. And I think at the end of the day, what is kind of ironic about what Liz Cheney was saying is that although she is concerned about the president fomenting a January 6th attack, this did not happen in a vacuum. Liz Cheney and others did not say anything when the president was attacking regular Americans, when he banned Muslims coming into this country, caged children, was part of the birther movement and said the most heinous things after Charlottesville. Where was Liz Cheney and other members of the GOP who now are crying fire when there was smoke previously going on in the Capitol and throughout this country? So let them deal with their party. Kevin McCarthy obviously cannot control individuals within his party and has made clear what he thinks is important and not important, not censoring individuals like Matt Gaetz, not censoring Marjorie Taylor Greene, allowing individuals like Mo Brooks, Chip Roy, and others to act with impunity, but going after an individual like Liz Cheney who is speaking truth. So they're letting us all know what is their platform.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.